Everybody thinks of manifestation as a magical concept that does not have any roots in reality. But what if I told you that manifestation was based on actual science, including psychology, neuroscience, and even quantum physics? Welcome to the science of manifestation. Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, my name is Bri and I'm a pre-qualified psychologist. If you're interested in using psychology to improve your life and your well-being and to navigate the world around you, then you should stick around by subscribing. Today we're going to talk about the science behind manifestation. We are going to talk about theories underpinning psychology, neuroscience, and even quantum physics. So if until now you've only taught us manifestation as something very much spiritual, then this video is gonna make you change your mind. And finally, at the end of the video, I'm going to outline how you can manifest successfully according to science. So we will not only learn about the theory behind manifestation, but by the end of this video, you will be ready to take action to manifest successfully into your daily life. So without further ado, let's get into it. Let's start with the psychological mechanisms. Firstly, we have optimistic thinking and self-fulfilling prophecies. Manifestation is based on optimistic thinking, and studies have found that a positive mindset and attitudes can, to a certain extent, lead to more success, improved health and relationship, and to a general better outcome in life. In addition, positive emotion can lead to increased resilience that will allow you to face life challenges in a better way. People with a positive mindset are more likely to set and achieve their goals because their positive thinking increases their motivation and persistence, which are actually crucial for success. The reason why optimistic thinking is so important is because our expectations, whether they're positive or negative, tend to be confirmed. This is known as self-fulfilling prophecies. I've made a whole video about it, which I'm going to leave somewhere here. In short, according to the theory of self-fulfilling prophecies, believing that something will happen will make you behave unconsciously in a way that will confirm the belief that you already have. This is because our brain does not like to be wrong. So it rather us implement actions that confirm rather than disprove our beliefs. This links with manifestation, and if someone strongly believes that something will happen, they will start to implement unconsciously behaviors that will likely confirm that belief. Then we have the placebo effect. According to the placebo effect, people will see an improvement in their condition or just general outcome after receiving a treatment or a procedure such as manifestation that actually has no therapeutic effect. They see this improvement just because they believe that this treatment or this procedure will actually lead to an improvement. In the context of manifestation, when people strongly believe that manifestation will bring to a positive change, they will likely experience a placebo effect where their expectation shapes the experience and the actual outcome of manifestation. So these were the psychological principles behind the theory of manifestation. But now, let's talk about the neuroscience. Neuroscience basically concerns the functioning of the brain. And the first thing I want to talk about here is the reticular activating system. The reticular activating system is basically a network of neurons in our brain, and it plays a crucial role in filtering information and directing our attention. This is linked with manifestation because when we set intentions and clear goals, we activate the reticular activating system. What happens next is that this network of neurons then help us noticing opportunities and information informations related to our desire that we would otherwise not notice. The second neuroscientific theory that underpins manifestation is related to neurotransmitters. It appears that when we have faith in our ability to achieve something, our brain will release neurotransmitters such as dopamine that will boost our motivation and our confidence. When we manifest, our brain produces all these neurotransmitters that will actually improve our mood, makes us feel more confident, and just improve our self-esteem. This will make us more ready to actually pursue and achieve our goals. Then we have neuroplasticity. Neuroplasticity refers to the ability of the brain to reshape and reorganize itself depending on our thoughts and experiences. Our brain constantly goes through neuroplasticity, and when we focus on something, the neural connections in our brain will become more strong and prominent. Neuroscience has actually demonstrated that the imagination can form the same neural pathways as actual physical experiences. So your brain cannot understand the difference between something that you are, for example, visualizing and something that you are actually experiencing. So the process of manifestation can create new neural connections, and this will prepare your mind in advance to perceive your goals as attainable, tangible, achievable. This will actually make it easier for you to take actions towards your goal and achieve them. Also, this new neural connection could actually make it easier for you to recognize potential opportunities that will lead you closer to your goals. And finally, for this section, we have brain activity. Firstly, I want to talk about the prefrontal cortex that is involved in planning and decision making. Engagement with specific goals, so for example, setting out goals and planning for them, can increase the brain ability to plan and work towards those goals. And then we have the reward system. We actually already talked about the reward system in this video here.
When we see a reward, an area of our brain called the ventral tegmental area, which control things like reward behavior, learning and memory, is stimulated to produce dopamine. Dopamine will then travel to another area of our brain called the nucleus accumbens, known primarily for its role in pleasure, reward and addiction. Once in the nucleus accumbens, the dopamine will bind to receptors in our neurons, and it will then change their activity. This change in neurons' activity will translate into us experiencing pleasure and reward. After all of this happens, the prefrontal cortex, that is the part of our brain associated with planning and decision making, assesses the event and connect the pleasure experience with the action. Basically, the prefrontal cortex will say, oh my god, what just happened was amazing, we need to do it again. And the stronger the pleasure that we feel, the stronger will be the signal sent to the prefrontal cortex and other areas responsible for memory and behavior. And the stronger is the signal, the more likely we will be to perform that behavior again.
The reward system is linked to manifestation, as whenever we achieve our goals or experience positive outcomes, we will reinforce the behavior that led to those achievements. And these also work for our imagination. So if we tell our brain that we have already achieved that goal through manifestation, then we will reinforce the behaviors that will actually bring us closer to that goal. The third section is on cognitive mechanisms, and the first thing we're going to talk about here are cognitive biases. In particular, we're going to talk about confirmation bias and selective attention. So in terms of confirmation bias, when we focus on a particular goal or belief, we will be more likely to notice informations that support our goals and that support our belief that we are able to achieve that goal, rather than focus maybe more on the negative things that happen to us. And also we have selective attention. When we focus on a goal, we will be more tuned to notice things that relate to that goal, such as, opportunities or specific experiences. And obviously, once we have identified those opportunities, we will be closer to achieving that goal because we will have likely taken action towards it. And secondly, for the section on cognitive mechanisms, we have visualization and mental rehearsal. So visualization is one way to manifest. So whether it is by imagining an outcome or scripting or repeating it to yourself, manifestation involves visualizing. So visualizing the best outcome for your future. And visualization is a form of mental rehearsal. So you are preparing yourself for that outcome. And studies have found that mental rehearsal can increase performance by obviously creating this mental image of success and preparing you for that outcome. So whenever relevant opportunities will arise in your life, you will be more ready to take action towards them and actually achieve your goals. And finally, I want to talk about the theories related to quantum physics. Now, I am so out of my comfort zone for this one. All of this is the result of my own research. So if there is any one of you that knows something more about quantum physics, that want to add something more or just wants to correct me, please do that in the comment section below. Actually, you will add more value to this video if you do that. Now, quantum theory states that the universe is made of energy. And there are three particular concepts of quantum theory that will relate quite well with manifestation. And the first one is the observer effect. According to the observer effect, just observing a quantum system can change its behavior. And the way this aligns with the idea of manifesting is that by directing our intention and attention to a desired outcome, we will actually shape the outcome itself. Basically, our thoughts and beliefs can shape the quantum of possibilities. Another interesting concept of quantum physics is the one of entanglement. According to this theory, particles are linked to each other in a way that the behavior of one particle influences the behavior of another particle, regardless of the physical distance between them. This fits quite well with the notion that our thoughts and belief can shape our reality and the outcomes in our lives, even when they seem distant or totally unrelated to us. And finally, for this section, we have the multiverse theory. Certain interpretation of quantum physics believe that there might be a multiverse where numerous parallel universes coexist. What this means is that there is a universe in which you have already achieved all of your goals. It's already there, it already exists. And through manifestation, you can align the version of your current universe to the version of yourself that has already achieved your desired outcome. So basically, through manifestation, you open up to the possibility of achieving your desired outcome in your current reality. And finally, I wanted to end this video on some tips on how to manifest successfully according to science. So I'm going to take all these theories, all these concepts that we have discussed, and outline a step-by-step guide on how you can manifest successfully. And firstly, you need to get clear on what you want to manifest. As we have discussed in my previous video on 10 ways to achieve your goals by the end of 2024, getting clarity on what you want to achieve is the single best thing that you can do. This allows you to prioritize what is actually important and focus all your energy on that. Secondly, manifest what matters to you. Not what you think other people will want for you, not what you think is desirable for society, just what is truly important for you. And I will advise you to spend some time reflecting on your goal and reflecting on the deepest reason onto why you want to achieve that goal. This is because the more a goal matters to you, the strongest will be the emotions connected to that goal. And science shows that strong emotions can improve your brain's ability to store and recall information. By attaching a positive emotion to your goal, you're training your brain's ability to memorize it and to prioritize these thoughts. Emotions can highly impact the likelihood of achieving goals because they are very powerful motivators. Thirdly, be consistent. Do you remember when we talked about brain plasticity? Well, the stronger connections are those made from repetition. So the more you repeat a behavior, the stronger the neural connections in your brain will be. So be consistent with the practice of manifestation. The more you practice it, the more likely it will be that you will achieve your goals. Number 4 is cultivate a growth mindset. A growth mindset can help in a different way. Firstly, as we saw with the theory of neuroplasticity, our brain can change and adapt with practice. A growth mindset emphasizes the ability to learn and grow and actually better prepare your brain for the positive outcome that you're trying to manifest. But also, the growth mindset is extremely important when thinking about self-fulfilling prophecies. Because if we have limiting beliefs about ourselves, we will most likely implement behaviors that will make those beliefs become reality. And one way to challenge that is fostering a growth mindset and believing that you can achieve everything you put your mind into. Number 5 is take small actions. Remember when we talked about the reward system before? One way to reinforce positive behavior is by achieving small goals every day. So instead of setting huge goals for yourself, break down each of the things that you want to manifest in small achievements. This will allow you to take action every day and create a feedback loop for yourself, where the more goals you achieve, the more likely you will be to achieve other even bigger goals. Number 6 is practicing gratitude. We already saw the impact that a positive mindset has on our behavior, and gratitude can really help you have a positive outlook on your life. But also, a gratitude practice can release dopamine into your brain, which, as we saw, can boost your confidence and actually make you more likely to achieve your goals. And finally, the last way to manifest successfully is to use environmental cues. Use your environment. Behavioral psychology show that environmental triggers, so the things around you, can shape your behavior. So if you surround your environment with vision boards or reminders of your goals, will help you remind you of your manifestation goals and actually motivate your brain to take action towards your goals. And this brings us to the end of the video. I really hope you enjoyed it and found it helpful. If you did, you can leave a thumbs up or leave a comment, as it really helps the algorithm apparently. If you like this video, you might also like my latest video on 10 steps to achieve your goals by the end of 2024, which I'm going to leave somewhere here and on the end screen. As usual, I'm going to leave my website in the description box below, where you will also find my socials. And that is really all for today's video, also because it's getting dark outside, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!